Okay. Last time we got through part of the Riverside Station. Thankfully, even though I had to reload the game, all the enemies are still defeated, so that's very nice. I actually don't know if that applies to the GameCube version, but either way, I'll take it. That's great. Also, I didn't mean to select Koops. Sorry, Koops. You're going back in Mario's pocket for the time being. But we do have new enemies, so I do want to tattle these real quick. I mean, these are just paraspiny beetles. I don't even know what the hell these are going to be called. Oh yeah, my stats are dire from last time. I totally forgot. It's almost like it's been a week since I streamed. That's a spiky parabuzzy. It's a buzzy with a spike and wings. Max HP is 5 and attack is 3 and defense is 4. Hey, that's the same stats as a normal buzzy. Iron explosives don't work on buzzies in case you've forgotten. Worse yet, this one flies in the air and has a spike. What a total pain. You'd be better off using an item or a special move to take it out. Indeed. How many star points do we have? We have a lot, so we might as well just burn it on this. We'll stick to the usual MO I have of fight everything. Cause I like being overleveled. Though, in all fairness, this is a game compared to other RPGs where you can't really get overleveled, because other than badge points, that is the one way you actually can, in some ways, get a little bit overpowered. But because attack stats are actually separated from leveling up, it can actually make it feel a little bit harder to level up quickly. Basically, what I mean by that is, because Mario's attack stat is based on equipment rather than actual raw level, it can make him feel a little underpowered sometimes. Like in this point in the game especially, he'll end up feeling a little bit underpowered given we already leveled up all of our partners to rank 2. You can jump on these if you have the spike badge. You can actually use that to knock him down easily, which is not a bad strategy, and Goombella can finish them off with her 6 damage at the moment. Yeah, I hope everyone's doing okay today. I had an alright weekend. It's just mostly today that I'm not feeling the best, but again, I wanted to stream anyway, just cause, you know, I want something to do, basically. Not to make it sound like more obligatory, I guess, but just like, you know, sometimes for me, the weird thing is, I need distraction when I'm not feeling well. I like distracting myself. So yeah, that's part of the reason why it's like, you know, if I'm not feeling well, you'd think streaming would not be a great call. But it is actually helping. I'm having a lot of issues with OBS today. That is concerning. And it's not OBS, it's my internet, so that's cool. So that's 5, 5, 5... I guess HP is next. But yeah, if stream keeps falling behind because the network is lagging a bit, you can always try refreshing the stream and hopefully it'll catch up. But again, that does not seem to be on my end. It definitely seems to be an issue with either my internet or Twitch, and I don't know which one would be worse, actually. Okay, I got this first try. Cool. This is the P up, D down badge. Boosts Mario's attack by 1, but also boosts the damage taken by 1. So risk versus reward. We want to go left here, if I recall correctly. Cause we want to fall down on the left side of this area. This is a super mushroom. I'm pretty sure that's not the only original. I want to say it's just a dried shroom or something really sad. So yeah, they did buff a few items to actually give you better stuff, which is nice. 2 notes. Other than a crap ton of Buzzy Beetles, we're actually not gonna have to worry about too many enemies in this area. And 2, if I'm being really blunt, we have a free heal anyway, so like, I'm not super concerned about HP and FP, or even star points really, so we might end up burning through quite a bit here, because again, we have mostly easy enemies to fight as is. I forgot I leveled up Yoshi to level 2. So, yeah, that was very convenient, actually. You know, I realized we also haven't seen Miss Mouse at all, so we're gonna actually let her attack here. I also forgot to level her up. So, yeah, she's still at level 1. Oops. Oh, this is like a back and forth flicking. That is not easy. Yeah, Miss Mouse is not my favorite party member to use, just because I find her attacks kind of weak. And I feel like using her to scout out treasure isn't the most helpful thing in the world, just because it feels slow. It's a little sluggish, and less precise, I'd almost say, than in, like, other games. Like, it takes a bit because of having to, like, wait through animations and everything, instead of just having, like, the badge in 64, they'll just, like, flash a little symbol if there's a hidden item. Having to, like, stop and sniff constantly just takes forever. Also, again, because the first strike badge is, like, free, in terms of BP costs, we don't even have to fight these Goombas. Sadly, this does not apply to the Pit of 100 Trials, though, again, partly the Pit of 100 Trials is designed to be a resource drain, in addition to an actual challenge. It's kind of an interesting dynamic. I also don't remember if you have to push the button in the original. I thought just hitting the switches was enough to unfurl it, but maybe because I think the button is there in the original, but I don't think it does anything, so maybe they just changed it to be the button because it, give it something to do, but again, I'd have to double check because it's been a hot minute since I've actually played this game. Oh, hi Peter, thank you for the raid. Oh, thank you for the support. Anyway, we got this big chest. You got Ultra Boots. It is not an Ultra Boots in this, because they actually fixed it. Hi Toadette. Hi, it's me again, Toadette. It's nice to see you again. Way to get the Ultra Boots. Now your jump attack power will go way, way up. It goes up by 1. And you can use a new jump technique, too. Let's practice it right now. It's a little hard, but I know you'll get it. Just hold down A and rotate the control stick to make your body fold up. Then release A to do a giant spring jump. Remember though, you need to rotate a lot before you release A, okay? Hold down A and rotate the left stick, then release A. Cool. The spring jump can help you reach new areas since you can grab pipes above you. Move left or right, you move the control stick left or right to move along a pipe, and press B to let go of a pipe. Move left or right to move along pipe. Press B to let go of the pipe. Cool. I don't think that tutorial's in the original. Wow, way to go, Mario. That was very well done. Are you clear on the controls? All good. Okay, now you've mastered the spring jump. With the spring jump, you can attack blocks and other things in high places. For example, if you punch a panel from below, you can knock off something sitting on top of it. Oh yeah, you can use the spring jump in battle too. So see you next time, I guess. Good luck on your quest. Bye, Toadette. I actually like Toadette quite a bit as a character. So you have these little like water stains on the ground, which very conveniently indicate where we can actually jump up. I forgot you have to actually jump on this side of the pipe, otherwise it'll be blocked off. That would have been helpful to remember, but oh well. But we can drop down here. We need to get our Yoshi pal to get us across. And jump up. But yeah, thank you for the raid. Hi Peter, hi Rex, and hi everyone else as well. Hi GV, thank you for the hugs. Hi Aiden, hi Mario. Just hi to everybody. Anyway, this should be the key to our problems. You got an elevator key, a key that activates the elevator in the station. Oh, I don't know if I was supposed to check it or hammer it, but it worked. And yeah, thanks for the head pats, thanks for all the support today, y'all. We're not done here yet. If we want to fight everything, we have a crap ton of Pokies to fight. So, we're gonna take care of that real quick. I forgot about the actual enemies here. Also, by the way, just to demonstrate our increased attack power, we can actually one-shot Pokies now. Well, that's very convenient for me. Sure, we don't use Koops enough. I like Koops, he's kind of just there a lot after chapter 1. I mean, most partners have that problem. Again, I stand by my opinion that Vivian remains the most relevant partner through most of the adventure, in that because of her ties to the Shadow Sirens, or the Three Shadows, she often has to chime in, or has more to chime in on, and it is a little bit more directly connected to the overarching plot compared to the others. But I do still appreciate all the party members. Persona definitely suffers from that issue significantly. Did I never level up Koops? No, he's at low. Oh, his health pool is just really low. I forgot. It's been a hot minute. Yeah, no, his health pool is just very low compared to all the other characters for some reason. I think Bobri has the highest health pool. At level 2, he'll have 40 health, which is, you know, significant. Oh wow, I actually got it. I was not trying that hard. I thought I hit late both times. Ow, okay, I thought I was gonna hit Koops again. Neat. But the other thing I was thinking about is with Xenoblade. I feel like Xenoblade in general has a problem with this, like maintaining character relevancy. Shout out to Palace 5. Which palace is that? Is that the spaceport? Like, I'm not gonna say anything more about it because not everyone has played P5, but if it's the one I think it is, yeah. That drives me up the wall, I'm not gonna lie. Like, that whole segment of the game just infuriates me in so many ways. I can't even begin to describe it. We have Stampede, but like the Ground Pound, it only does it does a sequence of one hit. One health hits. So if an enemy has any defense, it's basically useless. So yeah, a lot of party members are very... do I even bother picking that up? But yeah, a lot of party members in this game are very situational. But I do think from a gameplay balancing perspective, the game actually does a decent job of at least having use cases for all the partners. Story-wise, a lot of them do kind of not have a whole lot to do, because it's like... a lot is happening, but the party members are just kind of there. A lot of them aren't like actively invested in what's happening, if that makes sense. Again, one of the best games IMO for partner or party balance for story is actually Xenoblade 3. Despite how big that cast is, I feel like it does a decent job of giving everyone like ample screen time. Again, looking forward to that Fox Girls Favorites. Use the elevator key. Yeah, looking forward to that Fox Girls Favorites in like 3 years from now. I don't know. This game we're already on stream 8 of this game. A Super Paper Mario is gonna take a similar amount of time. So yeah, I have no clue how long the series is gonna be. Mario? Have you ever seen beasts like that, like these before? We should chase them off fast and flip the switch. I agree. You can also use Flurry. Actually, we never use Flurry other than when we have to, so let's use Flurry. Take care of all of them. Voila, piece of cake. And then the remaining ones just scatter. Again, I like having Vivian because I'm biased. Ironically, the switch is not the actual one to restore the tracks. It's the switch to get to the switch that restores the tracks. I don't understand that design choice. Anyway, that takes care of that. About on target for what I thought, how long I thought that was gonna take. I thought that was gonna take like, 20 minutes or so. 2FA, oh my god. But yeah, I do think Super Paper Mario suffers even more with this, because the pixels in general don't really have much input, but we'll get into that later. I love Super Paper Mario. I do have some grievances with it. Alright, gotta bonk our head on here this to get the close call P badge. When your partner is at or below 5 HP in battle, foes will sometimes miss when attacking them. I think that's a copy of a badge we already have, but hey, it's good to have anyway. I'm not even gonna hit that, cause like, why would we? Hey, thanks a lot, Mario. Now we'll get you guys rolling. The day is just passing you on by. Hurry all aboard, everybody. Have a good trip. I'll do my best. And... oh, hi. Sup, Gonzalez? Yo, G-Money, it's me, King K, your bud from the Glitz Pit. I know you remember me. How you doing? What? You off KOing fools left and right somewhere else? I'm still living large in the minor leagues, but I'm keeping busy. You know how it is. I gotta thank you again for convincing me to stay. You fired me up good. So, are we ever gonna chill again or what? Or are we just gonna meet in the ring? Careful, next time you front on the King K, I'm gonna be way better. Keep it real, King K. All aboard! Ready to hop on board? That's why I was trying to interact with the door, because I wanted to board the train. Let's go! And away we go. I'm not having a good time replaying this game. Again, this is a comfort game for me. Like, I genuinely had a feeling of like, what if I just do another playthrough after, on my own time? Attention all passengers, thank you for your patience. Our next stop is our last, Poshley Heights. That's all we can do here. Yeah. I hope I didn't forget anything in Riverside Station now that I think about it. I think we got all the star pieces. XS Express Day 3. Ah, it's a new day. And what a cool and brisk morning. Yeah, again, I used to have more patience to just replay games obsessively, and this was one of them. Why, Mario, how's your stash? Life on the island feels great. When the sun rises, I wake awake, and when it sets, I tuck in the first snoozer time. Perfect for a simple bloke like me, right? Every now and then that louse Flavio stuff spine spits out some bit old drivel about treading water instead of seasoned life, but I just tune him out. So you're off on another adventure. I think that suits you best. Give them hooligans what for and save your princess from Pot Patch. I feel like I should go more Cockney accent for Pot Patch, but it kind of just slips into Axel Low after a little bit. So yeah, not the best at accents. That's something I should probably work on. Anyway, it's a really quiet day. So let's talk to the engineer. Ah, good morning, sir. It's quite quiet this morning, wouldn't you say? It's almost like everyone's gone. Huh? Is there something on the windshield? Yeah, what are these things? Aren't these aren't those the things from the station yesterday? They must have stowed away. What should I do? First, we have to ensure the passengers' safety. But I have to keep driving the train. Mario, can you check out the rest of the train for me? You thought it was nice? Wait, what did you think was nice? I forgot what I was just talking about because of the story that was happening. This is a good song, by the way. I don't remember if this is in the original. Oh, accent? Oh. Yeah, I tried. Again, not quite the accent I was going for, though. Because, again, I kind of slipped into Axel Low after a bit. Hey, hello. Whereas this is more like, you know, Cockney accent, which is like, hello. You know, I don't know. It's a subtle distinction. Also, hi. Wow. Hi, there were a lot of black things everywhere. Did you save me? Wow. How goes it, traveler? Welcome to the sales stall. We have a lot of souvenirs. What can I do for you? I'm good. I just wanted to rescue, like, talk to this toad. Come back anytime. Because that's kind of like rare dialogue of, you know, talking to him. essentially rescuing him, but, you know, not very seriously. Yeah, in general I want to get better at voices, because I feel like my voices for characters all kind of sound the same for everybody. So, I want more vocal range, especially as I get to more RPGs. There's a lot of them. Smorg, 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 smorg. No, they've gotten inside the train cars. We have to clear them out. So again, you can use flurry, or you can just hammer them the old-fashioned way. You can also super hammer. Yeek! There's a joke I can make. I don't want to invoke that game though. Garg! Detective Mario, you saved us again? Hey, I must have been taken by those black things while I was sleeping. Scary. Where in the world did they come from? Wait, they still have our other paying passengers. Oh, those poor souls. Okay, so it's up to us to rescue them. Will I get this first try? Oh, well that's easy. Neat. So, we got to go to the top of the train. I always thought this might have been a reference to a movie. I'll talk about that in a moment. Because, like, you know, this game came out in 2004. It might have been a little bit pushing it, actually, given that this movie in question came out in summer 2004. Ironically, a game I've also covered for Fox Girls Favorites. So, we'll get into that in a moment. But first, we need to slowly, and I mean slowly, make our way to the front of the train. Just gonna hammer them all the way, like so. Smorg. Yeah, the idea of a— oh, hi. There's the remaining passengers. What is that nasty thing? Oh. Mario, look, it's got the other passengers. Help! Ack! Smorg. Alrighty, this is a fun fight that will probably kick my ass, potentially. We'll see how this goes. Can't flee, that's fine. We're actually gonna be more proactive with this one. I know how much health it roughly has, so we can afford to do this. I'm gonna do this just to make our lives easier. You have to hit all the tentacles first to get its weak spot to show up. And then you want to deal as much damage as you can. Spring Jump's a great move for it, if I can time it correctly. There, got it. Oh yeah, that's 12 damage in one turn. That's very good. And while it's still vulnerable, I'm gonna quickly swap over and tattle. Voila. Oh wait, we'll have a poison mushroom. That's a Smorg. Lots of Smorgs gathered to create this huge monster. Max HP is 50, attack is 5, and defense is 1. Attacks with weird tentacles. We won't do any damage to the main body unless we defeat the tentacles first. That's simple biology. The tentacles will regenerate, but use that time to deal a ton of damage, okay? It may also take other forms to expose more of its gross body but boost its attack power. Let's just hurry and beat this thing down so we can save those trapped passengers. Yeah, the idea of fighting this on the top of a train, this like tentacle monster on top of a train, it just reminds me of Spider-Man 2 with Doc Ock on the train. So yeah, it's like, I don't know if that was intended or not, but it was always something I questioned. Like, is this an intentional reference or just a coincidence? So yeah, this is why I kind of wanted to wait to tattle, just to skip one of these cycles. Because this is like one, really annoying to dodge because of the weird stagger on its attack. And two, it just takes forever. Yeah, I don't know why that's so hard to actually time. It doesn't have a good tell, I think. IMO at least, the tell is very like vague on that. So it has one other form, by the way. We'll see that momentarily, more likely than not. This still deals 12 damage, right? So we're almost done here. Oh, god damn it. The little fog effect there is gonna make it so our attacks might miss, so I'm gonna save the SP or the flower points just in case. Besides, we also might get to see the special attack too if we stall a little bit here. I can actually use that a fair amount. Hey, look, I think this is the first time we actually got bingo, or at least like the first or second time. We have knock-on bingo very much. Yeah, so this is the other form. This giant, like, claw. That's a cool design. But this hurts like hell. Ow, yeah, 10 damage per attack is not great. Thank you for the hydration check. I'll get on that as the Shy Guy hopefully helps us. Yeah, well, I guess that kind of helped. Not really. So, I forgot about the fog. That's on me. So oops. Oh, hi Marley, thanks. Again, I could really go for the, like, doubled experience points, though. I mean, I won't say no to not getting my ass handed to me, but it would be nice to actually get the double experience, a little bit more often. So the other thing is, in this form, its weak spot is actually more exposed, but I actually don't know if that means we can actually hurt it or not. And actually, yeah, it means we can actually hurt the main body. So we can skip dealing with the actual claw. And then y'all go. Again, these games really love to have a lot of enemies on the screen at one time. The Smorgs, the Punies, the X-Nauts, like, they just love having a lot of characters on screen. Smorg. And there they go. Bye-bye. To show the power of the GameCube. Yeah. Thank you. Boy, it's like all you did for us 3 days. It's like all you did for 3 days was save us. How can we ever thank you? Everyone's safe now. It's all thanks to you. Oh, thank you so much. You saved my life. No, stupid tongue of mine. You saved my life. So did you all know this dashing fellow has been the famous Luigi all along? We will soon arrive at Poshley Heights. Ladies and gentlemen, please prepare to disembark. Like how everyone just ignored Pennington, as they should. Again, I don't know what's happening with my internet connection today. I'm dropping so many frames that are network related. I also had an encoder issue again. I have no clue what's happening. I hope nothing is wrong with my computer, because that'd be a lot to replace it. Attention all passengers now arriving at Poshley Heights. Please watch your step and be sure to take all of your belongings with you, and thank you for choosing the Excess Express. We're finally here, Mario. There's no time to waste, so let's find Poshley Sanctum, like the professor said. Hell yeah. Safe? Ooh, owie. I am hurting. I'm gonna just take a quick nap, actually. Because we do have some more fights to do at the end of this chapter. So, just really quickly want to get back to full health for my safety. Recover the HP and FP. But again, if the stream feels like it's like the chat's really far behind, you can always try refreshing, and that should catch it back up in no time flat. Alright, finally can get some more fresh air here. Just skedaddle. And here we are, Poshley Heights. Definitely a very pretty area of the game. Oh, actually, what do you have to say? We have a bit of time until our next departure. Okay. Good talk. But first, ow, I'm just running into a wall because I'm trying to boot up a guide. Oh hi. You wouldn't happen to have a train set for sale, would you? A gold one, perhaps? Now that we're here, we'll purchase a birthday present for little bub. Hey mister, I'm gonna get a train set, the coolest one ever invented. I could just have them buy me a real train, but maybe I'll save that for next year. Wouldn't that be nice to just be able to afford to buy a whole ass train? Anyway, I'm just gonna steal from your house, I guess. You got an HP Drain P badge. Drop your partner's attack by 1, but regain 1 HP when attacking. Again, I kinda don't think that's worth the trade-off. Personally. There should be a star piece behind here. Yep. There should also be a panel. Voila. Wouldn't it be nice to afford? Yeah. There should be one over here. This is Toodle's house, by the way, the rich toad. Welcome to my vacation home, you marvelous man. The train journey certainly was thrilling, It is inside here, I think, actually. Very well hidden. We can actually come out the other side, interestingly, but doesn't feel like there's anything here. Interesting. Also, hi. The business people I'm waiting for haven't arrived yet, so I may do some sightseeing at Partially Sanctum. On the expense account, of course. As if you have to ask by now, she says. Oh, hi, Aiden, I love you too. You're very sweet. Oh, hi, a penguin. I'd heard Partially Heights was a quiet place, but there are a lot of tourists, eh? Maybe I should just open up a store selling River City souvenirs, yeah? Maybe so. You can also buy a special item here. Welcome to you. How would you like to buy some high quality fresh pasta as a souvenir? One package costs 50 coins, how about it? Come again, okay? How many people do you think have said wood to that toad? I have no idea. You're the Wandering Girls, the Traveling Sisters. 3. We're staying in that luxury hotel. Partially Heights sure is a place for the richest of the rich, huh? You're thinking of going to see the Partially Sanctum next. By the way, there's like the chain chomp piranhas in the water. There's one inside the fountain, so you can't actually jump into the fountain. It's a lovely house, eh? You sure take your time to soak in all of its majesty, build it with even the smallest details in mind, making every nook special. Not only the interior, but the facade as well, yeah? Look around outside too. The train on that shelf, is that the one from 64? I guess it's sort of fun to live here, but I can't eat snow cones or make a little snowman or go ice skating, or any of the stuff I did in River City, eh? Don't know what you got till it's gone. I just realized, are the penguins supposed to be Canadian? This is a wild-ass sentence out of context. We have this fancy-ass hotel. You actually do get an item. Oh, hi. Bonjour, monsieur de la mustache. Isn't the last at the reception desk magnificent? I shall stay here every night until the heart is mine. I shall not tire. Good question, anywho. I should be able to start pieces. There should be 2 more shine sprites though, and a couple of badges inside the sanctum itself. I don't remember that cutscene there. I may not look like it, but I get pretty stressed out, like really bad, eh? But walking barefoot on the grass makes me feel much better, you betcha. Care to join me, guy? Yeah, I think this is supposed to be Canadian. People ask me if I get tired of walking the same route every day. And I say, no way, Jose, because it's a bit different every day, you know? I'm not the same as I was yesterday, neither are you. Even the town changes. You'll never see another day just like today, so treat each day like it is. Unique. Actually, very good life advice. Hey there, Partially Heights sure is nice and warm, eh? Yeah, I really dig it here. Cold places make me sneeze. Hello. Partially Sanctum is a rather famous building, eh? And the painting inside isn't the only gorgeous thing, so is the building. I could just stare at it all day, you betcha. So in the past, they would put blocks underneath here, but they actually do allow you to... Well, we have the spring jump, so we can just do this. They don't need to put a block there anymore. We can also get the one in the sewers I passed by, but again, we might have to fight the Spinia again. Oh. Gone traveling. Sanctum manager. Now, talk about bad luck. What should we do? Ah, it is my dear Luigi. What are you doing at my doorstep, young fellow? What? You live here? So you're the Sanctum manager? But I thought you were a detective. Well, yes, that is more like a hobby of mine, if the truth must be told. But enough chatter, Shall we go inside? Well, that's convenient. But enough chat. Oh, okay. However, as soon as we enter the building... You're one step too late. We have the crystal star. Hey, don't leave without me. Just out the window he goes. Oh no, we're too late. We have to go after them. Just a second there, Luigi. Exactly what is going on here? Speak quickly. Yes, quite rudimentary. So you were looking for the crystal star in the sanctum. Oh, but yes, very interesting. Well, no cause for worry. The crystal star is safe. Yes, quite safe indeed. The stone that our rude friend stole was fortunately a red herring. A fake. The real one is hidden somewhere in the sanctum to prevent such a theft. However, as to the location of the real crystal star, well, as Sanctum manager, I am of course prohibited from telling anyone. However, I do know where it is. Of that, you can be most certain, yes indeed. Besides, I'm sure a junior detective like yourself could find it on your own. Now, Luigi, put to use all of the razor-sharp sleuthing skills I've taught you. Make me proud. But you didn't do anything. I am of course prohibited from telling you the location of the real crystal star, but it's not as if I'm merely forgotten or anything. Oh no, don't make me chortle. The secret is quite safe, but you must find it on your own, I am afraid. Pennington is a fascinating character because he's not very likable in the traditional sense. He's kind of an asshole. Like, he's just kind of constantly bullshitting his way. He's the Phoenix Wright of Mario Penguins. And I don't know if that analogy makes any sense to anyone else. Oh, hi. I do know a couple of blocks were added to this remake. Shoot. Well, the Thunder Rage is good. I didn't mean to fall down, though. He's just like you, for real, noted. Gotta do this all over again. Actually, do I have to do this all over again? Hold up a gosh darn second. If I lock in real hard... Yeah, we can just skip a step here. Cool. Because you're supposed to use the airplane panel on the other side to fly over. But yeah, you can just essentially skip that. I don't think I was present for the stream where it happened, but why is he calling Mario Luigi? Because he's a dumbass. He prides himself on his detective skills and then immediately guesses the wrong Mario Bro, and Mario telling him otherwise will not convince him otherwise, because he's very stubborn. Basically, he always has to be right. Alrighty, so if we hit the switch, that'll reveal a secret set of warp pipes. So, what happens when we take the warp pipes in question? We end up inside the painting. We are now a link between worlds. Also, thank you for the posture check. I'm doing my best. We also have a new kind of boo here. Is this the creepy steeple battle music? I don't think this is the Poshi Heights battle music. But you know my shtick. We're gonna fight everything. As usual. This will be slow because we need to tattle, or I want to tattle. But later we can cut to the chase. That's a dark boot. Purple just looks so wrong. These boots are so creepy. Max HP is 8, attack is 5, and defense is 0. So HP and attack are high, but they're just like ordinary boos otherwise. So just attack it like a normal boo. Get it before it turns invisible. Yeah, Paper Mario is on the expansion pack. I will say though, in general, the games on NSO don't run the best, specifically for N64 and GameCube. There's a lot of input lag. I noticed it a bit it's most noticeable with Wind Waker. It's also popping up a lot for Chibi Robo because there's a quick time event at the very beginning of the game where it's like, oh, strike this pose, and they give you like a 10-frame window to hit it, and a lot of people are having trouble with it, but like I always struggled with it, so like I got a third try, but like that's normal for me. It usually takes me that many tries, if not longer, to actually get it, so I didn't really notice a super tangible difference myself. It's one of those things I hope they eventually smooth out, because I want to say it's slightly smoothed out for N64 in updates, but it's still not great. But a part of me thinks like the overhead menu of like the GameCube, like the front end menu, is just like slowing everything down. So like that wasn't an issue as much in like other GameCube ports on Switch, because it should be the same engine as like 3D All-Stars. It just doesn't feel as good because it has like the front end. Something like that, and also like GameCube games are so big that just the app is bigger in general. I kind of wish they were separate downloads, not gonna lie. I kind of wish they weren't all through an app, just because, again, I would not mind being able to uninstall the games I'm not actively wanting to play, given that, again, GameCube games, compared to NES games, take up a lot more room, and thus the file size bloats way faster. So yeah, that's kind of my feeling on it. I like having the option, and on most games I don't think it's that bad. But again, it's also charming on Wind Waker. Wind Waker in general always gave me some slight input issues. Like, it didn't feel like the most responsive game when I played it on the GameCube, and it was actually kind of a turn off for me at the time. Like, it just felt kind of clunky to a point that I didn't really vibe with it for a little bit, but now it's like one of my favorite games ever. If you were to ask me to give a top 10, spoilers for the rest of Fox Girls' favorites, I suppose. But like my current favorite game, if you were to ask me, would probably be Xenoblade Chronicles 2. Or Xenoblade Chronicles 3. I've been playing so much 2, I got them mixed up. But yeah, probably Xenoblade 2 is... But Xenoblade 3 is my favorite game. Currently, dethroning Thousand Year Door. However, Wind Waker might be number 3. The problem with me is I have a really hard time sorting a top, like, 10 favorite games, because they're all very stylistically different, and all resonate with me in different ways that cause them all to hit different and are meaningful to me in different ways. And that's why it's hard for me to pick, like, a favorite, if that makes sense. Because, like, you know, Thousand Year Door is a game that very much impacted my life, as is Xenoblade 3, and 2 for that matter. But it's like, where do I put, like, Resident Evil 2? Where do I put, like, Animal Crossing New Leaf? Like, where do I put some of these games? I don't know where some of these games would best fit into a ranking like this. Because they all, like, mean a lot to me in different ways that make it difficult to just make a overall list, if that makes sense. So like, if I were to do a top 10 games of all time, it would be relatively unsorted, just because I don't know what the exact order is past, like, 2. Number 1 and number 2 are pretty locked in at this point, everything else is kind of up in the air, so... So yeah, there you go. That's kind of my talk. The other thing is Animal Crossing might be a little bit annoying to stream just because it's 3DS. I know there are ways to stream 3DS games now that are relatively reliable, without like a capture card. I don't know if I want to use those though, is the only problem. Just because it does, like, there's a way to wirelessly capture 3DS games, but it causes one screen or the other to run at like half refresh rate. Or less. It feels like even less than half. So a game like Animal Crossing that kind of does use both screens a decent amount, it's like, that's not the best option there. But we shall see on that. So yeah, in general, I think, whenever I actually, like, sit down and think about it, I can name like 10 things I don't like about Thousand Door, which is the funny thing. But like whenever I end up playing it like for the series, it just kind of hits a nice little nostalgic spot. And like it's just like a feel-good game for me, to the point where even though there are things I don't like about it in a couple cases, I still appreciate the game to the point where it doesn't really matter. Like the things I dislike about the game don't really come into play that much, just because I still overall vibe with the experience, if that makes sense. Hey, did we get the Shine Sprite in the Partially Sanctum? Because I forgot where that is. That is in the second section, so we did not. Oh, that's a boo sheet. That's new, I think. I don't know if I want it. We have like 3 boo sheets in storage. I think we can safely skip it. This particular remix of the song almost is giving Super Paper Mario. It kind of makes me wonder if they would consider remaking Super. I don't know if they would though. Just from the standpoint of like, it's less iconic. As much as I love the game, I will fully admit it is a less iconic game than Thousand Year Door, so it doesn't have as much like oomph to it, to the point of like, it wouldn't be a huge deal in the way that Thousand Year Door remake was. It wouldn't make people like start sobbing uncontrollably when it was announced. But I personally still very much like Super, to the point where it's like, if they just do a port to like Switch, I'd be happy, I'd be down. I say partially from the perspective, the selfish perspective of I want to stream the game, and otherwise I'll have to dig out my Wii U and have that all ready to go. We got an L emblem patch. Change Mario's clothes into Luigi's clothes. So we really can be Luigi. Anyway, here we go. You got a Crystal Star. And your star power is now 7, and Mario learned the special move Showstopper. And there we go. Mario found the 6th crystal star hidden craftily in the Partially Heights Sanctum. Now only 1 crystal star remains, but our hero still does not know where Princess Peach is being held. Where could the last crystal star be, and where is Peach being held? Hoping this crystal star might yield answers, Mario and his friends return to Pennington. For whatever reason, they actually make you leave the Sanctum. There's almost a temptation to stop here, because we're getting an ad break in 5 minutes. But we'll probably just end up partway through the Peach cutscene, which is fine. A little bit awkward, but whatever. So that's where it was. Oh, nothing, just talking to my brain. All geniuses do it. Congratulations, Luigi, you have found the real crystal star. So please feel free to take it. I'll just put another fake one over here. Well, traveling with you has been rather hectic, but I do admit rather fun as well. I'm sure you still have a long road ahead, Luigi, but do not give up. Let's head back to Rogueport. And immediate cutaway. What is the matter with you idiots? Falling for a fake crystal star? That's asinine. Sorry, dude. I mean, sir. So let me guess. This means Mario managed to get the real crystal star. I'm gonna say maybe? This mustached menace has nearly every crystal star now. They were mine. I think I'd better alter my plan a bit. Before you do, Sir Grotus, I think I'd better tell you something. What is it, fool? Mumble mumble. What? Are you sure? Speak. No joke, dude. I mean affirmative, dude. Sir, dude. That is I'm positive, sir. Treason. Strange, isn't it about time for Tech to call me in? Maybe he's busy. Oh, here we go. By the way, this is one of the only times after chapter 2 you can actually use the shower speech. Because typically they lock you into the story. Nobody will mind if I take a quick rinse. So like, yeah, in chapter 3 onwards, you typically get thrown straight into the chapter itself. So you actually can't do this. This is the last opportunity. Ah, hee. And voila. Oh, how refreshing. I feel like a new princess. I like how it's reflected in the mirror as well. Wow, someone did a thorough job in cleaning this. Looks freshly scrubbed and sparkly clean. How oddly considerate of them. Why can't you interact with the toilet paper? It's like, I never thought to interact with that before. Again, this is like the last time we'll see this area, so I kind of thought to look. Softer than I expected. At least I'll be sleeping comfortably. Oh, there's nothing there. What, is that a phone? I can't even tell what that's supposed to be. Oh, okay, so you can't really interact with much. But again, you really can't... This is the last time to look around here, so that's kind of why I thought, hey, maybe I should. Again, we do have an ad break coming up, and we actually have a pretty big story section here. So I think I'll actually stop here, for the ad break. So yeah, I'll be back in a little bit, and we'll continue on with this interlude.